his fast gun for hire heeds the calling wind. A soldier of fortune is the man called Paladin. Paladin, Paladin, where do you roam? Paladin, Paladin, far, far from home.
Hello, everybody. How's it going? Howdy doody. Nice, Bry Guy. Happy Sunday, everybody. So, this week we played some Iron Maiden. We'll check stats in a sec. Quick announcement. There is a chance I may have to cancel tomorrow night. I am waiting to hear, but I got a call from work about an hour ago asking if I could take care of an integration with a company that's different time zone, and they want to work 5 to 9 mountain time, which is prime stream time. So I'm not going to call it until I talk to the company tomorrow and verify that we have everything set up and it's a go. If it's not a go, I'm not going to cancel, obviously, but be watching the Discord. Go make your movies. Hello, Pinball Fellows. Hello, Mr. Tommy Jacks. Cripes, that's bad. And I live in Mountain Time. So, Lynn, I'm trying to figure out, Mountain Time is like 2 hours from Eastern, right? Am I correct in that? It literally just happened, so I was going to Google it after this stream. But I'm pretty sure 5 to 9 Mountain Time is like right across the first hour of my stream, at least. Okay, gotcha. So, yeah, it'll be fun. But I'm going to touch base with them in the morning and we'll see what happens. But hopefully things go as planned, but I wanted to give a quick heads up that tomorrow night is in jeopardy from a stream perspective. But all right, everybody's here to see how we did on Iron Maiden. So there's our list. We had a even 20 players. Pazima again, Pazima 77 with the 785 million. Eastern, Central, Mountain, Pacific. Okay. Makes sense. Where does Atlantic fall in there? You were so important, I'm not watching Messi play right now. I'm just saying, you're kind of, yeah. Not at all, Bry Guy. And Ben wants Bob's Burgers. You missed it last night, Ben. I had a short stream while I was testing it. So my computer died, and I ended up having to redo my whole cab, the stream card, the whole shebang. So I did a test stream last night. And when I did the test stream, I'm trying to remember who it was. Was it Braga? Someone came in and said, I'm channeling my inner Doublemint Ben and watching all of Bob's Burgers on Netflix. Stop killing hardware. I haven't killed hardware in a long time, Ben. Not since the Surface took a dump when I was streaming, it's got to be close to 2 months. Braga says, not me. I'll have to go back and watch the VOD, but I laughed really hard. All right, where was I? So Pazima, first place, 785 million. Major Drain, second place, 690 million. Holy cow. ED 209, third place, 537 million. Pinstrats Dan, fourth place, 484 million, which is just above my best score that I've ever gotten on this table. Like that one game. Solid Snake, 5th place, 396. Smog, Game Club Central, 6th place, 384. Shellschlock, 7th place, 354 million. Smedley, 8th place, 285 million. Little Mini Mart, 9th place, 253. I believe the note said I'm supposed to say in your face from Smedley to Mini Mart. I hope that's a friendly rivalry. Pirate Pones Ninja, 10th place, 146 million. Gravity X, 11th place, 134 million. Seamus, yeah, 12th place, 133 million. Wilt, 13th place, 133 million. Mr. 901, might that be Tommy Jacks? 14th place, 118 million. Eat it, Mini. See, yep, there's Smedley. Mrs. Bry Guy, 15th place, 113 million. Myself, 16th place, 108. So last night I actually got like 160, and I was like, man, that's not as good as the score I previously posted. It was like 168 or 170. So I didn't take a picture, and then when I pulled these scores down, I was like, oh. And then I debated on going back into Scorebit and pulling the score out of there, and I was like, that's too much like cheating. Yeah, me, not my best. Hey, I don't know what it is about this table, but I swear, maybe it got harder after one of the updates, but when it came out, I feel like I was putting in the 200s on a regular basis, and I could barely break 100 to save my life. It made me want to go play the physical table, because I tend to do a little better. Major Drain said that was a 600 million bonus with 199 loops. Holy cow. Retro King, 17th place at 91 million. Code Brewer, 18th place, 62.
Hey, look at all these balls. Balls.
Copy.
All right, then.
Nelson PJ, 19th place, 39 million. And Pinball Gramps, 20th place, 25 million. So there you have it. There was our Iron Maiden. I caught up with Pazima after winning 2 weeks in a row. Let's see what they had to say.
Super excited. It was really tough. It was fun. I enjoyed it. It was definitely a different ball game, but I had a blast, so thank you.
Even if it amuses nobody else, I love the whole like post-fight interview thing, but it's getting really hard to find good clips. Hi, Game Club. How are you? All right.
Ben wants Bob's Burgers Pinball.
Well, I'm sorry, Ben and Game Club. It's not going to be Bob's Burgers, but let's see what we got this week. If I can find the button.
It's not a tilt. It's not.
Lost in a realm with dragons soar and whispers. I couldn't resist the allure of that pinball machine. But now I see the error, and I owe you an apology. It seems, hey, I'm sorry for the endless quest. Hey, I didn't mean to make you all be stressed. A roll of the dice, thing we played so long, but I promise I won't make you all play again. It's wrong. The flashing lights, the clanging balls, the pixelated foes, they had a charm I won't deny, but wore you down, I suppose. You gritted teeth through mimics, tricks, and trolls that blocked your way, while I chased high with smiles on each face.
I also like Swords of Fury, but you know what I really like? And I know I'm a little bit crazy. I love this table. And I will show you why right now. So I make sure my audio is good. There it is. All right, you ready for the greatest, second greatest pinball soundtrack of 1987? Game Club says this is one of his favorite tables. It honestly is. It honestly is mine too, even though it's horribly frustrating, and you guys will see why. And I'm totally gonna rip this out of the ROM and make it my ringtone. So, Shellschlock, what table did you think we were going to play this week? Alright, so you saw the magic save there, right? You have to be very careful with these in lanes. And also notice that not always, a full plunge will not always wrap around the upper loop there. One of the new ones that Smog said he didn't pick. He fooled me. Ah. But that's fun though, right? Isn't that part of the surprise? So you have to be very careful when you cradle the ball on this table that you don't kick it back too much. Ah. Like that. Or you'll do what I just did. Not sure how I did that, but cool. It's part of the fun. Good life advice. Be careful how you cradle the balls. Absolutely. I don't know. There's just something about this table. And it's funny, is part of this table is actually how I met McCasey. He doesn't stream a lot anymore. I can usually rouse him out of retirement to come hang out on a stream or do a battle stream. But McCasey used to stream from a pinball museum near his house. And they were always getting like crazy, like, I shouldn't say rare, because this isn't so much a rare table as you just don't see it a lot. And he made a big deal that he was going to stream Dungeons and Dragons, and that's how I came across him, because I was like, oh, I want to see that. And it was always broken whenever he went to go stream it. Barely got that drop target. Can I just hold my balls, then decide the optimum time to release my balls? I mean, you could. I thought I was going to match there for a second. Alright, is that my first score? 644. Focus! Get that posted. So the download page should be live with a link to this table from Agent 86. which is an awesome name. Come on. My phone's not loading. There we go. All right, 644, 690. Posted. Give that a minute. Keep playing a few games. Is Goonies treating you? So, Brag Guy, I haven't played it yet. I had all those technical issues. I had to wipe my cab. I had to redo my computer. I have four tables on my cabinet right now. You want to guess what they are? Sadly, Goonies is not one of them yet. We know he has Time Shock, yes. I was going by VPX tables. I do have FX3 set up, and I set up Time Shock. Iron Maiden is one. I'll give you another gimme. Leprechaun King came with it, so Leprechaun King is there. And drink. Blade Runner. Close, but no. That's Future Pinball. I have 2 Future Pinball tables. The Bries have nice scores on Goonies. I will have to go look. Yes, Dungeons and Dragons. Alright, you got 3. RoboWar? Nope, not RoboWar. Although that'll be coming soon. Is VPX open source? Yes. I had to think about it for a minute from the original license, but at this point, yes. And it is developed collaboratively on GitHub by a very dedicated team. Come on, get around. You know, I should have looked to see if there was a Papa tutorial for this. My goal has always been go for the multi-ball, work toward the flame, and not drain. Because now, you have to be very careful with that. More so on the left than on the right for some reason for me, even though I just lost it on the right. But it always comes fast at the left, and if you try and catch it at all, it's gone. You just gotta hit it. No music on Maiden now, so it has to be related. I hate this game. I hate max saves in general, but this one is the worst. Yeah. I love this game, Astro. And a lot of it has to do with the music and the magic save. Well, Game Club, if you're talking about VPINHUB wouldn't be used with Maiden. That would be all table or pup. Unless it's Stern Iron Maiden. Well, the Stern Electronics 80s Maiden. Nothing to do with the band. Because Legacy of the Beast doesn't use VPINHUB. Alright, there's the multi-ball I've been waiting for. And yes, you can trap a ball under the upper flipper. And if you do that in a tournament, you'll get in trouble. But I'll allow it. Gramps is here. How's it going, Gramps? And even with the multi-ball, I'm just barely going to get past that last score, aren't I? But I had sound before I updated, so I thought it was related. Well, ACDC I could see, because ACDC is a ROM-based table. Why is trapping under... so, Shellschlock, if you have a... Well, it's not so much trapping it under there if you're doing it intentionally, but a stuck ball during a tournament, you're supposed to notify the director so they fix it. Because technically, you could drain and the ball, and it keeps going, and it gives you an unfair advantage. But it is still a tournament director discretion. And I hate that every time I pull my phone out to take a picture of the score, I have like 5 more missed messages. This is not going to be a great work day. I can already feel it. I got the picture, but come on, just show me the last score. There we go. 8-4-1. I like it when it's even like that. All right, wait for the beat. Just like that. Left out lane. Get up there. Ah! That was all me. Yeah, that's coming back. That was my own fault. I was fighting the urge to try and trap there on the left because I'd just roll it to the out lane. Well, competition link is live. Ghost Flippers, Snoogans, and salutations. Come play Dungeons and Dragons with us. I cannot find a groove or rhythm with Goonies. Savage game. I love Goonies. And I will be setting this up, or I will be setting it up. Probably following the stream. We'll see if I have time to get any plays in. Hey, I'll take that. It actually activated the magic save. Hollywood, why did the kids ever escape from the realm? Why did you and Stacy, what did you and Stacy have for supper? We had barbecue shredded chicken, and it was good. I expected to have a whole bunch of games like this where I shot it to the left out lane at the beginning and then gradually get better, not play a decent game, and then go to crap. Ah. 3 in a row. Sad dragon noise. Can you survive? I certainly hope so. I would jump in, but the current moment my cab has crap on it. I have to do some organizing after a root canal. Ugh. That does not sound fun. Hollywood says, I'm having peanut butter ice cream with caramel drizzled on top as we speak. That sounds most excellent, but that's not your dinner, is it, Hollywood? I mean, not that there's necessarily anything wrong with that, but is that filling enough for a whole meal? Oh, crap. Scrub it and start over. The cab? I'm over that. I absolutely just finished scrubbing my cab and starting over. And I'm actually still waiting on parts. I'm using an iPack and I have the my Magna saves are doubling as a nudge button. Damn it. I need to fight the urge to try and hold the ball and just send it. Got to figure out how to transfer the new PC this week, but that looks terrible. It's not so bad, Bra Guy, and we can help you in Discord. You really shouldn't be transferring a lot. Really just do a clean install and then move your tables, your ROMs over. It's the cleaner way to do it. Cammy says, my lunch is in the oven. Tofu chunks, block tofu broken into rough chunks, rolled in a spicy coating, and roasted in avocado. That sounds awesome. So for quite some time, I was vegetarian, and I gave up more or less because once we had multiple kids, I just didn't want to cook multiple meals, and it just became frustrating. And out of all of it, the one thing that I miss is tofu scramble. And there used to be a restaurant here that would make it for me that is no longer in business. And I've tried and tried at home. The two things that I could never make at home that were never as good as eating out were tofu scramble and chickpea loaf. I have never had a chickpea loaf stay together. Tofu scramble is an art. I can't do it myself. Yes, tofu scramble and have it be the same consistency as eggs it's absolutely an art form. And honestly, with the flavoring and stuff, I like it better than eggs, but I've never been able to do it. And I don't know any place, at least in my area that makes it anymore. Like, serves it at a restaurant. No! Damn it. I can teach you next time you come over. Alright, I'm in. I'll start driving now for a good tofu scramble game club. Why does this table have Bugs Bunny flippers? I've never heard them referred to as Bugs Bunny flippers, Gramps. You'll find them on a lot of Bally's tables of this era. I'm pretty sure they were on, is it Mousetrap? What's the mouse table? I'm pretty sure it's on Mouse and Around. They're on Elvira and the Party Monsters. Quite a few. They do kind of look like carrots. I don't know. It was a Bally thing of the era. I like them more than I like Williams lightning flippers. No! Damn it. They had access to inventory they had to use up. I really do just think it was a standard that they used for a handful of years. Alright, not screwing around this time. I can do this. No! Dang it. So they just repurposed the flippers? Again, I don't think it was a repurpose. I think this was their standard make of flippers. And if you look at Bally tables from like 80, probably 86 to 90, a lot of them had these. Come on, how is that not a magic save? Catching is not a good idea. It can be done, and I'm better at it on the right side than I am on the left. Alright, ball 3 magic. Coming back at me. $502. Hey, that mold costs thousands. The bean counters want it used until it wears completely out. You know, I'd love to see metrics on it with it having the depressions in it, if it was stronger or weaker than other ones. I got a feeling it might be stronger because it was more solid toward the top and throughout, whereas the other ones I think are hollow. Could be wrong. He says as he backflips into the drain. I'm going to do that a lot. Let's see how many other people are doing it. Come on, get around. There we go. At least that one went down the center. Still just me. Alright, wizard escaped. I was hoping I was gonna backhand that. See, I did it out of habit there. I can't install right now, doing something else on the side. It's all good, Shellshock. We got all week to play. And as it said in the video, I won't make you play this again because that would be wrong. Just this week, it's out of my system. But as frustrating as it is, you might decide it's fun. And if ever it gets you down, just listen to the music. Don't do that. All right, warrior escaped. Can I plunge it around? Come on. That was not enough gusto. It's coming right back at me. Hustling pool on the side. It's probably more lucrative than hustling pinball. I would very much like to break 1 million on stream, but I don't think it's going to happen. It's probably going to happen like immediately following the stream. Until you get your hands broken. There we go. Pause for a minute, wait for the music. That might make it around, nope. I'll take that for a ball one, though. We got one lock. Kind of glad that one didn't go all the way around because I really want to go for a 3-ball multi-ball, not a 2-ball, but I need my warrior to escape as well as my wizard before I complete that upper loop so I can get the 3-ball multi-ball. Or I can drain. All right, Gramps. So have you hustled the billiards in your day? Do you have some stories you want to share? Hey, not what I intended to do, but warrior escaped. Come on, go around. There we go. So I needed to pass through and get to that upper right flipper so I can get a chance to get my multi-ball released. There we go. Oh, not enough.
Now, exactly how many
We got a raid.
here? I mean, it's like 3 or more.
Dr. Doobie, thank you for that raid. $781 with an unrealized multi-ball. If I could have gotten to that upper right flipper, that would have been the multi-ball to break the million, I feel. Dr. Doobie, thank you so much for that raid. What were you playing tonight? And I will drop some sick MIDI beats for the new audience. I see Alien Star. I don't think that was tonight, though. Come on. Nope. Not making it around. Magic save. No save. Dr. Doobie, good evening. What were you streaming tonight? And thank you so much for that raid. Alright. Warrior escaped. Helldiver 2. You know, I've intentionally not been looking at that because I don't want to be tempted to buy it. I see so many people playing it, and I hear it's fun as hell. Come on. Nope, not making it around. How was the distribution of managed democracy? Uh-oh. I'm sure I will jump in on that at some point. But I'm trying not to spend money right now, especially since I need to buy more cab parts. Wasn't Helldivers part of a book series? Is that the same world? Get around there. Come on. Ah. Where's my flame at? Let's wait for the flame award. I think that touches my current high score. Mr. 901 breaking 1,000,000. Player 2 has entered the game. This thing is hard AF, but it's charming. I completely agree. I, for some reason, really enjoy this table. Oh, I got the magic save. That doesn't happen too often that direction. Normally it just goes in the out lane and makes me sad. right, we got 2 locked. I almost didn't download it because I am at like 280 tables. I know that feeling well. Oh! Come on. Loop around. Ugh. I'll take that for ball 1, though. Our flame is looking good. We got 2 locked. And it was only ball 1. And there goes ball 2. No magic save? What the hell? Said to hell with it. From the 80s with a flip, who knows? Bye-bye, locked balls, my wizard and warrior. I wanted you. I'll never do as good as I did there, trying to learn the table now, so no more million for me. I've done it before, and I will do it again, but I was really hoping to break million on stream. So if you're just joining us now and you missed earlier, I am still planning tomorrow night for the Pinball FX3 Open Challenge at 8:30 p.m., but I received a work call asking if I could help out with an integration that is 5 to 9 Mountain Time, which is definitely going to conflict, but it's not a for sure thing. I'm going to find out in the morning, so watch the Discord. There is a decent chance that I may have to postpone tomorrow night, and I will let people know in the tournaments area. And I'll make a post there after this stream, but it literally happened right before I went live tonight. Come on, get up there. Well, this is one of those annoying ones, Mr. J, that I'm sure you can appreciate, where I really have no active part unless something doesn't work. Which case, it's a configuration error and I just need to tell them what they did wrong. My actual work is done. Mr. J, I no longer do Workday. I do PeopleSoft, I don't do Workday. I speak Workday. Well, for those unfamiliar with Workday, if you know anything about Workday and PeopleSoft, the original creator of PeopleSoft sold to Oracle, more or less retired, lived out his non-compete, and then came back with Workday. So it's similar enough. What if we know neither? Well, that happens, Shellshock. As I look for my hat. Ooh. And if you want to talk about how long I've been doing integrations, here is my Novell hat.
Oh, yeah!
And if anybody wants to move from eDirectory to Active Directory, I've done more of those than I care to count. Only one, though, where I've taken someone from Active Directory back to eDirectory. Shellshock, so an integration is basically making two systems talk to each other, or bringing, I guess... So, the idea is you're just making two platforms communicate with each other and share information. A lot of people, younger people that are used to hosted platforms, a lot of it is just bringing in a new hosted platform, like, hey, we're going to get Zoom for phone calls and live chat, but we want to be able to log in with our company credentials. That would be an example of an integration. I thought Nerd Talk would help my game. It is not. I'm not even going to look at that score. I don't think I broke 400. Okay, I'm going to look. Yep. So that would be single sign-on too. Yes, Shellshock, that's actually what I specialize in these days, is single sign-on. Well, single sign-on and identity and access management. Here's another one. Interfacing employee 457 or 402K with a vendor like Nationwide is on your side. Yes. Exactly. I knew what you meant, Mr. J. 401k versus a 403b. Mr. J, do you ever do any medical? I try and avoid that like the plague. But the money's good. Laserlos, how's it going? We're playing some Dungeons and Dragons and talking about stuff that is somehow nerdier than Dungeons and Dragons. Well, back to the Novell hat, Mr. J. If you do mostly government sector, I don't know if you're aware of this one, but did you know that the Census Bureau still uses eDirectory? because Active Directory cannot handle the number of person records that they have. I thought they still used the phone book. I mean, they might. Rad, do you have a D&D locally? If so, send pictures. Ghost Slipper, does anybody do LDAP with SAP still? If so, I want to go work for them. Would you rather be a dungeon or a dragon? Well, considering that most dragons are trapped in dungeons, I think I want to be the dungeon and mess with people rather than be the dragon that's getting messed with. Because if you're the dragon, you're stuck in the dungeon and there's constantly parties of people coming to kill you. Like, you have no other purpose than to, you know, eat adventurers. If I'm the dungeon or the dungeon master, then at least I can exert some control. Burn my way through and fly away. Although, when you think about it, dragons are usually guarding something very worthwhile. So every dragon is usually insanely rich. Like, think of a dragon that didn't have some sort of treasure associated with him, or a hot prince or princess. They either have the trophy wife or the gold trophy. So maybe the dragon isn't so bad, but I still stand by the dungeon. Come on, get around there. Ugh. Well, there's my 2-ball. Which is gonna help me, but not everything that I want. And remember, trying to trap, especially with the multi-ball and the magic save, is painful. I have one close, one town over. I freaking love this game. It's in my top 3. It does have the best pinball soundtrack. Rad, that is exactly what I said when we started playing this game. Pinball Gramps, that's exactly why Mrs. and I aren't allowed to play D&D anymore. We burned everything. Do I think it's better than Black Knight 2000? Probably not, but Black Knight 2000 came a little bit after this one. Well, when was Black Knight 2000? Was it 90? Now I gotta look it up. But those are my top 2 for sure. As I go to look it up, I have a picture on my phone from Rad. There it is. Rad showing me the sexy Dungeons and Dragons goodness with the crazy topper. Thank you, Rad. As I put my phone back in my pocket when I was going to look at when did Black Knight 2000 come out. I can't believe that that didn't go... Nope. 1989. Okay, so it was a little bit later than this one. Because Dungeons and Dragons is 87 and Black Knight is Williams? Pretty sure. This is before Bally Williams were the same company. So I guess the real answer to the question, do I think the Black Knight 2000 is a better song? Absolutely. But when I listen to Black Knight 2000, I'm usually listening to a cover of the song or like a band performing it. Seldom do I just listen to the straight ROM sound and enjoy it the way that I do this one. So I think I have to give it to this one. I almost have taken out a couple different predatory loans to buy this game. So I have to ask Rad, does the topper actually do anything? Or is it just a cool mirrored topper? I mean, I realize that at that era, toppers didn't necessarily interact with the game. But I'm just curious, like... does it at least have blinky lights? Lo says, imagine you go to the club and this song starts playing. Ah. Ooh. All right, let's see if we can get those inline drops. Nope. I got one magic save.
Shoot here and here.
I'm trying, Arnold. First topper I remember that was interactive was Whirlwind. Yeah, Way Out West. I agree with that, but there are some toppers that at least, you know, have cool lights or do something, even if it's not interactive with the game. And I've just always been curious on the pictures I've seen of the Dungeons and Dragons topper. I just see a big mirrored topper, and I'm curious if is it backlit? Is it a funhouse mirror? Way Out West, thank you so much for the follow. Alright. I got the teleporting ball there. I expected it to also teleport when I nailed that right lane again. Well, at least I'm going to best my 841. I'm not going to count my chickens before they're hatched, though, and say we're getting the million, because, yeah, 972, I could still screw this up. There we go. There's their million. No. Oh. Magic save. Just barely over the million. Oh, what's my flame? I feel like I had a lot of flame there. What do we got? You can do it! Alright, I'll take that. Now we're getting somewhere. I'm sorry, Mr. 901. I have just barely squeezed past you. There it is. 153,260. Post the score real quick. That was a whoops. I put my score where the name goes. Add photo. Boom. Define active. Is this an active tournament? So yes, Way Out West. Yes, a good point. Define active. But so this is a VPX tournament that goes Sunday to Sunday. So you can visit our website right here, VPINHUB/competition. You can download the table. You can play at home and post scores via iScored all week long. I turn off scoring at 2 p.m. Eastern on Sundays. We announce the winner and I pick a new table. And there you go. It flipped live. I just barely squeaked past. I think I'm going to play one more game, and then we're going to find someone to raid. There it goes. We made it around. Played in the FX3 tournament. Very nice. Yeah, I think we played Dr. Dude next Monday. So tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m., the plan is to play Theater of Magic and Circus Voltaire on FX3. But there is a chance that I may have to be into work, in which case I will try and find someone to sub in for me. So it'll either, it would be Really Baked, Game Club Central, assuming they're available if I get caught. But right now I'm planning full steam ahead for Theater of Magic and Circus Voltaire. And I will be posting updates in the Discord if I can't make it, as well as looking for volunteers to fill in if I'm MIA. So Way Out West on how I run the Monday FX3 Open Challenge is the winner. We do 2 tables back to back, 1 hour each. The winner gets to pick the table that we play the next week. I also do 2 drawings, usually one for a Team 17 game on Steam, like Worms, Golf with Friends, etc. And then I try and give away a game on Steam that's related to the table we're playing, but I don't know what that'll be this week. Honest question. Since FX came out, I haven't booted up FX3 until I played Dr. Dude last week. Any reason why everyone isn't just doing FX at this point? Way Out West, the main reason that I stick with FX3 is because the large majority of our community has all the tables on whatever platform they play on. FX3 is, I know we're coming up on almost 11 months out of beta, but it still has some growing pains with performance. Not everybody owns the tables. It's not available across all the platforms the way FX3 is yet, as well as just general growing pains with their tournament system that's getting better all the time. So I'm just kind of waiting for it to be more polished before I switch to FX as the primary. I'm just a sucker and bought all of them on both versions. You're not a sucker. There's a valid reason to have them. And yes, as Game Club Central said, we do 2 weekly FX tournaments and 2 weekly FX tourneys over at VPINHUB. So I do FX3 on Monday nights. Pirate Pones Ninja does FX on Tuesday nights. Game Club does FX3 on Wednesdays, and then 2 week-long FX tournaments. So we got the gambit covered both ways. And we do 2 VPX tournaments. If you want for the Sale Plus, they give you credit for already owning them. It was pretty cheap. However, are happy to support developers. Absolutely. Well, it's 10:15 my time, so I think this is where I'm going to wrap it up tonight, guys. I appreciate everybody that came out. I had an idea of who I wanted to raid tonight, but I think they might no longer be live. More FX type tourneys than VPX. This is true, but FX is also cross-platform, and I'm not... Yes, VPX is technically cross-platform, but let's just say that more people have greater access to FX as a whole than anything else. And I think we're going to go see the Pinball Mafia because I was going to raid OTL Rook, who was playing Dungeons & Dragons, and Big Mike and Leprechaun Knight, who have streamed on this channel before, are playing in that game, but they just wrapped their game up. So we're going to go see the Pinball Mafia, who's playing Jurassic Park, which is kind of cool because I own a Jurassic Park. Get ready. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and I will hopefully be catching everybody tomorrow night. I will let you know via Discord, which if you don't know where our Discord is, there's a link right on the main VPINHUB page. So I'll post one more link in chat. But I will let everybody know in Discord if we're going to have to move. And otherwise, I'm planning on seeing you for Theater of Magic at 8:30 tomorrow. I have the Pro Shellshock, the Stern. So I will catch you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.
Flippers twitching, lights on flashing.